morning everyone. We're going to do most of our work on the mat, so we'll be starting down there and stretching. So when you're ready, make your way onto your mat and come up to seated. Now you'll just need something to protect your head and preferably a ball. I will be working with the ring in a little while, so this might be something you want to find. You can use your ball as an alternative. So with the pillow behind you and the ball not far away from the back, straighten the back first and sit up nice and straight with bent legs. Draw a deep breath in and stretch the arms towards the ceiling and stretch one arm at a time. Here as you lengthen each arm, stretching from the shoulder to the ceiling, allow the lower back to be comfortable, and as you stretch one at a time, feel the lengthening of the spine as you stretch. 2 more. Bring the arms forwards to roll through the vertebrae now. Coming further forwards, lengthen the arms and hold for 2 breaths, feeling the pull on the lower back as well as into the neck. Leaning on the ball, bring up the leg and hold to stretch, and lengthen the back of the legs with a bent knee on the other leg, and then straighten the back as best you can. Just hold that stretch. Draw deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth as you hold. Repeat on the other leg. Don't forget, straight backs as best you can to feel the lengthening of the legs. You will feel a tightness in the knee and the back of the leg as you bring the leg higher, which we're going to do now. So lengthen and hold. Lengthen one leg, then the other. Coming forwards, lengthen both arms and stretch the head down. Lengthening your arms and your legs. And then bring the head closer to the knees to stretch again. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and go lower with the head. Stretching fully from the lower back to the head or neck. Roll out of this slowly. Draw the back to the ball, make sure the back is comfortable with the ball there, and then bring the leg towards the ceiling, taking the other up straight away to work on the legs and core into a split scissor hold. Today you will pulse that bottom leg up and down, holding this position for 10 little pulses. Some of you may find this difficult and you really work the hip flexor and the quads, so if they're weak, don't lift them up and down. Bend the knees, stay there, work your cores and repeat on the other leg. Bringing both legs up, bring your body away from the ball and bend the knees if it hurts the back. If not, straighten and hold that position. Working into the core and lower back again, hold for about 4 to 5 breaths. Using the ball, split the legs again and hold the top leg, feeling the top of the thighs as you hold. Flex the feet or the calf muscles as the heels extend, stretching the hamstring and calves a little more. Bend the knees and change legs. Bring yourselves up again, straighten the back and turn the chin right to left. If you've slept funny, you may find it stiff on one side than the other, so go a little further towards the shoulder. Now laying down, remove the ball, make sure you have protection on the head. For those that have a ring, take your ring and place it between the top of the legs. Those that don't, use the ball to do the same. We will now gently here extend the head down to the floor, lengthening and extending the spine, then push against the ring for 30 counts to work the inside of the legs or against the ball. Now you should feel the inside of the thighs contracting. If it hurts with the ring and it's too much for the inside of the thighs, change to a ball, or you can do this without any resistance in between the legs, just by squeezing them together and away. Now we're going to take that ring or the legs up towards the ceiling and do the same here, pushing the legs together to work the inside of the thighs. If you don't have a ring and you're doing the same against the ball, this will still work the legs just by keep squeezing against the ball so that the legs are pushing against the ball, working between the legs. Now you can keep the legs here on tabletop with the ball. For those that have the ring, place it between the calf muscles into tabletop here. Then we will roll up and down. Those with bad necks, use the ball or the block underneath the head with elbows open to roll up and down. Working lower core, tummy muscles and back. Repeat for 30 roll-ups. Remember, if the feet are just in tabletop without the ring, which I'll demo here, this is how the Pilates exercise will look. Last 10. Now you already feel your core muscles burning. If you haven't done much with them for a little while, these will be felt within 24 to 48 hours later. Releasing the core muscles, head down, knees to chest and rock side to side. We will now do the 100. I'm going to do it with the ring. Again, you don't have to, so legs to tabletop. Those with the ring can actually squeeze against the ring to work the inside of the legs as well. We will pump up the tyres for 100 pulses into that position there with head off the floor. If it gets too much at any time, drop the head back to your pillow or come back up and take breaths in between. Don't forget, in through the nose and out through the mouth to extend the legs. If you want progression, the breath still remains the same. Nice and easy in and out breaths so that you can feel the core muscles working. Now knees in, remove the ring if you have one and rock right to left, relieving the core muscles. Place the ball between the legs, extend the legs to the ceiling, using the hands either side of the bottom, working on the transverse abdominis muscles, your hips and waist. Lower the legs right to left, but today for 35 twists. Or you might want to make it 26 to be even. As you come side to side, stretch the top leg, lengthen the back, stretch through the bottom. As further away as you can go, the better the work on the hips, core and back. Think of those muscles under the rib cage as you gently twist, lengthening through those legs. Well done. That's 10. Now some of you may want to progress by getting a little further to each side, so more extension on the legs and back. Last 16 here. Try not to rush it. Some of you will take a little longer to get the legs from left to right. Last 6. This is a laying down hip twist, and later on we will be doing this seated upright. Last 2. Draw the knees into the chest and relax by gently rocking. Remove the ball, although those with back conditions may want to place the ball under the bottom. Bring the legs up when ready. From here, from tabletop to the ground, repeat by doing tabletop drops for 36. Still working the tops of legs and core muscles. If you want to progress afterwards, we will double leg touch, taking both legs to the floor and up again. Don't forget, as you do this, your lower back is also strengthening as well as the core muscles. If it hurts the back at any time, bring the hands either side of the bottom to protect your lower back. Nearly there. Last 6. Now those with neck conditions, stay where you are. The rest of us, we're going into long bike. Flexing the heels, bring the hands up, kick and push away, also for 36. This will work hip flexors and legs on top. If it gets too much for the head, just take it back down. Now you can do this without the ball under the bottom. It's only there to protect lower backs if you're suffering. We're halfway. Last 4. Now remove the ball and rock right to left. Relax the tummy and the head down to the pillow or block as you gently twist again. Bring the legs and sit up to seated. You may need the ball behind you now as we go into a teaser. Bring the legs up and when ready, gently bring them up and down, preparing you here with hands to the side, or you can do this with cross legs. And cross the other leg. Try and keep the back straight, really feel your core muscles. Legs down, stretch again. This is to lengthen and stretch the spine, relaxing the core muscles from the work you've done already. We are now going to go into prone position, so you are going to turn over. All you need to do is make sure that when the hands are grounded that you're comfortable. Stretch both legs out as though you were to do a plank. And then into prone leg pull, lift one leg. Stay there for 2 breaths. Now if this hurts, drop one knee and do the same, which we have done before. change legs. Now the progression for this is you can pulse it if you wish. Bring the knees down, roll into a shell pose. Now into a prone extension, go back to plank and draw one leg over to the side. See if you can touch the floor or pulse from here for 10 lifts. Working on back and bottom and top of the legs. You should feel it in the top of the leg and calves. Change the other side. Draw the knees down and go into shell pose again. Into triangle pose, go to the side. Lengthen both legs and bring the other arm to the ceiling. Those that are a little weak in the arms, you can go down to the elbow if it's easier, or straighten both legs when ready. Progression here is to bring the arm through the gap and back again. Change legs. Repeat on the other side. Here's the progression. And into shell pose again, lengthen the body, the arms and head down. If it hurts to bend on the knees, do the same on the back, bringing the knees to the chest. For those that can, we're now going to go into plank position. If you find it too much for yourselves, might be easier on bent elbows and bent knees and cross to keep the pelvis off the floor. Alternatively, you can also go into a low plank and holding here for 4 to 5 breaths instead of full plank and push forward and back. Staying into that prone position, don't forget to tuck the tummy muscles in. Make sure the hands are the same width apart and see if you can hold for a minute. Now bringing yourselves all the way down, lower the body and place the pillow or block at the edge of the mat to take your head down and take the arms behind you. Recover for 2 to 3 breaths. Into a lower back lift, place the hands to the centre of the middle of the spine. Keeping the head down and in line with the pillow or block, lift up, hold, squeeze, inhale and exhale to come back down. Strengthening lower back, stretching the back and core and strengthening into the glute muscles. Repeat for 30 lifts. We've done 3. we're halfway. Now if it gets too much and you need an alternative, rest for 2 breaths and take the arms down instead. This will help you to pull the shoulders down and lengthen to strengthen lower backs. See if you can come up higher. And also a progression is to roll the shoulders back as you come up. Last 10. Last 2. Now bring the hands in front to rest the back in position. After stretching and lengthening the lower back, to recover, bring the legs slightly in and just hold that position to stretch the back. So we're not alternating the back stretch here, elongating with the chin up and lengthening from the tummy to the chin. We're still strengthening lower back. Relaxing the back now, working on shoulders and legs. We're going to go into swimming. Bring the forehead to the block and the hands either side of the block. To start with, lift one arm at a time for 10, rotating the shoulders back, and then do the same with the leg to start. Now here the in-breath is encouraged to lift the arm and the out-breath as it comes down. So you're speeding up the breath in and out. Now do the same with the legs. Try and keep the knee bent and lengthen from the lower back without taking the hip off the floor. You should feel the hip bone underneath you. Now alternate the arms and legs together. Five more. Now go into shell pose to lengthen and stretch the spine in the opposite direction. So releasing from the stretching of pulling in prone position up to roll fully through the spine. We will now roll again onto the back. Those with bad backs, add your ball under the bottom. We will now go into cycling. Hands either side of the bottom will also protect the coccyx. We will do 200 forwards and 200 backwards. Just to demo, the backward roll is by bringing the knees into the chest. Continue with the breath in and out. However, those that want to progress go forwards and roll onto the shoulders to do the progression. halfway. Last 20. Draw the knees in, keep the head comfortable and reverse. Or if you're on the floor, just reverse the cycle. Again, 200s on the reverse, drawing the knees into the chest, flexing the heel away into return cycle. We're halfway. Remember, if you find it difficult at any time, just half the cycle amount. And if you want to finish now, draw the knees to the chest and rock to finish. Rest of us, 50 more. Last 10. Now remove the block. Bring the legs down into the hips, taking them towards the floor. So you have a neutral spine where you can't take the hand underneath the bottom, but draw the legs or knees in and lift up into bridge to release the discomfort, if any, in the lower back and elongate the whole spine. Those with a ball may want to encourage it under the bottom if you can't lift the pelvis up. Those that want to fully progress, bring the knees closer to the bottom and place the block underneath. So here, full extension is available. And feel that stretch through the spine. Those that want to progress, bring the heel towards the block or bottom, curving through the toes and stretch one leg towards the corner of the room. Change legs. Draw the legs down. Now extend the arms above the ceiling, or come down if bridge is too much for you. Remove the block and lower the legs and the bottom down. Stretch and lengthen the whole of the body now. Lengthen in to stretch. Breathe in and out for 2 breaths. Last exercise on each side. Roll onto the side with the hands together. Balance onto the hip. Keep the head comfortable. You can also, if you wish, place a block underneath the arms or between the ear and the elbow, and then lift the legs up and down. Hold for 4 to 5 breaths. Roll and repeat on the other side. You can also place the ball between the feet. Draw the knees in and come up to seated. Straighten the back. And just like we did at the beginning, turn the chin left to right.